PickleFest episode 5. Steve, thank you for joining. I have to say, I had to fanboy you a bit. I feel like it was my old days of selling, and I had to drop samples off. I had to corner you at a trade show where you gave me some attention. It's a privilege to have you on the show, what we'll call it a show, but also at PickleFest. My first question is, are you able to tell a story without a rhyme?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
You've seen some of our videos.
I've watched your videos, and yes, and everything seems to finish in a rhyme. What did you do before this?
Matt and I were bartending. That's how we met. We're both Ontario guys.
Okay.
He grew up in Massey outside of Sudbury. I grew up in Guelph.
So where did you bartend?
We met at Jack Astor Sherway Gardens, and then we ended up going to Sharky's in Oakville. If anybody's from Oakville, Burlington, back in the day, that's kind of a legendary spot.
So did you go to school? Did you go to university?
I did not. I grew up in an entrepreneurial family, so I always knew I wanted to kind of get into something. You know, when I was 8, 9 years old, that's what we talked about at dinner tables: finance and payables and hustling, sales, and the whole bit. So I just always had that passion.
So were you always a Caesar drinker?
Yeah, I've always enjoyed Caesars, and then when we were bartending, we just noticed how many Caesars we served, and we had to prep the celery. We were throwing half of it out at night. We just thought there was an opportunity to do something better, and that's kind of where the Extreme Bean was born. So we went to this local fruit market beside our condo. We found this flat bean or KY bean that grows longer and sweeter than a regular green. We're a little mad scientists in our condo. And then we cracked a jar. We're like, well, this is pretty good. Snuck it into work, put it in some Caesars, and then scraped some money together and started doing some food service shows.
So do you want to walk us through what these are?
Yeah, we're pretty excited about it. Obviously, it took us a long time to kind of get into. We always knew we wanted to get into the Caesar beverage business, whether it's alcoholic or non-alcoholic. But we know we needed the recipe, we needed the flavor to be right. We're going up against some really strong competitors, so we needed flavor first. So it took us. We went through about 200-300 different recipe ideation sessions. So the base recipes are the same. Yeah, a little extra cayenne pepper and the hot and spicy. Kind of what we do, we use some of the Extreme Bean brine in every can. Obviously, that kind of connects the brands, but it also makes a better Caesar. It's not quite as thick. We've been crisscrossing Canada for 20 plus years, serving Caesars to Canadians. So obviously, we've had a ton of feedback, right? So we take that back, and then we try and create the best liquid. We feel we've got the best liquid on the market, made in Canada by Canadians, which I think the Canadian cocktail should be. Yep. So yeah, it's great. Just taste out of the can, or you can shake it and rim pour garnish over rice. What
I like about your story, and I really respect it, I think I have a similar sort of view, is that you listen to the market.
Well, yeah.
So you guys are not above doing anything that the customers want, as long as it fits in with your ethos and you can make a quality.
It's got to fit. It's got to be a Matt and Steve's product. It's got to be authentic to us, right? We got to turn it into our brand. Obviously, you see, kind of our company mission is to increase fun in people's lives. And that's why we create characters. We give it personality traits. It just becomes real now. It becomes a real thing. The Extreme Bean guy. Right, just not a pickle vegetable.
Steve, that's better than our mantra of just keeping the doors open, right? I think that's a Henderson. We like to pay the rent.
Well, I think back in the day when we first started, that was definitely just keep the doors open. And let's
we're
go,
10 years in now, so we're still just keeping the doors open. Why don't you tell us what you got planned for PickleFest to start?
So obviously we're going to be here. We're going to have our own tent. We're going to be sampling all our little products. We'll do a little mini virgin Caesars, so you can try our Caesar mix, and then we'll have a little pickle boats. So you can try all the different products from the asparagus, Extreme Bean, pickle spears, and baby dills. We're doing actual Caesars with Tullamore D.E.W. Yeah. So we're excited about that. And then obviously you guys are going to have the ready to drink. So it's going to be Caesars and pickles from Matt and Steve's. We're always excited when we get in front of people. We can sample our product and just kind of bring the Matt and Steve's 360 experience. And we're really, really excited to be a part of PickleFest.
Killer. Okay, there's one last thing to do. Have to sign the baseball.
Oh, okay.
This is the this ball is going in the Pickle Fest Hall of Fame.
Oh.
Where's it going at? The Pickle Fest Hall of Fame, or is it going in the
baseball?
It's not going to the Baseball Hall of Fame. It'll go in the Toronto Food Service Hall of Fame or whatever. Right. But you can sign it wherever you want. There's a couple sweet spots left over there.
There's a couple spots.
Your reputation precedes you guys. And I want to say also, these guys are pros for everybody coming to PickleFest. Their booth is going to look amongst the best.
Yeah, well, this is what we do, right? We have a team that's on the road. We're on the road pretty much almost all year now. So we will bring the energy. We'll bring the energy. We'll bring some fun. Yes. Our team is very engaging. So come on over and see us and sample all the different products and have a little fun with Matt Steve.
Rock and roll, man.
Awesome.
Thanks, Steve.
Excited.
That was great, huh?